Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another summer giveaway stream. We're going to be playing some Mario Kart World as usual, considering that it's really the major first-party game on the Nintendo Switch 2, the only one as of now, outside of Welcome Tour, but I'm not paying $10 for that. Why not play more Mario Kart World? And I'm about to announce the giveaway details, so since the stream just started, we don't have anyone in the chat just yet, but once we do, I'll explain more details about the giveaway and the prize that you can win today. It is another giveaway sponsored by JSO, which they have been kind enough to do. So yeah, if you want more Nintendo Switch 2 accessories, I got about 4 more streams where I'll give away even more accessories, but so far we did one giveaway before Bonanza, the Bonanza Direct. Then this is the second one. Alright, now seeing that there are many of you guys in the chat, I'd like to announce the giveaway. So what you can win today is a colorful case for your Nintendo Switch 2. JSO makes incredible cases for the Nintendo Switch 2. The colorful one, my friend actually has it, but the one I'm using is the regular JSO case for the Nintendo Switch 2. The quality is superb. Take a look at this. Very sturdy, lets you hold all of your favorite games. As you can see, all of my games are pretty much original Nintendo Switch games. I did not get any other physical games outside of Mario Kart World, but you have room to store up to 10 games, which is great. And it's just a really nice case in general. I've used this ever since the Nintendo Switch 2 launched, and you guys have the opportunity to win your very own JSO case. So all you gotta do, be subscribed to the channel, and another thing is that just leave a comment. That's pretty much it. So yeah, you always do this when I'm working. I was just announcing some details about the giveaway. So now, it's time for Mario Kart. Let's see. So far, just waiting for players to join, so I'm just going to relax in Toad's Factory. If you know it's me, you'll know that I'll choose Spike. If you're on my friends list, easy way to find me, just seeing the Spike profile picture. It's the comments when it becomes normal comments. Once the stream wraps up, you can leave a comment, and yeah, really all you gotta do. It's that easy. And JSO arranges all the shipping details too. So even if you live worldwide, they will ship to you. When I usually do giveaways on my own, I tend to only ship to the US, just a lot easier to do. But this is going to be international. So whether in the US, Canada, Malaysia, you got a chance of winning. Winning! It's not about winning though, it's about fun. And the fun thing is, even if you don't win this giveaway, there are plenty more. So be on the lookout. You're late heading into the game soon. Did I put the right code? I hope I did. A completely expected surprise, Sponge86! What's so not surprising about it? I tend to stream pretty frequently. No, I'm not going to any conventions anytime soon. I was thinking of too many games, but I just decided, I gotta make a lot of content for June. I wasn't planning on streaming today, but a certain someone wanted me to. So this is dedicated to you, Melissa. What are your thoughts on Death Battle? They have some really cool animations. I really like the one with Bowser and Dr. Robotnik. Colin, good to see ya! So let's start. I'm gonna do races. Hardcom. We'll start with 3. Remember guys, don't put the intermissions in Mario Kart. We're gonna be choosing real tracks. So let's see which one. I need Swoop still. I hope I can get Swoop in this stream. I'm only missing 2 characters. Has anyone managed to unlock all the characters yet? I have not. Most I get a lot of Goombas from Kamek, sometimes sidesteppers. I have a feeling Nintendo uses that microphone to listen in and like they hear you complain about Goomba and not getting Spike. Monty the Gold! Great adventures await! Dee skadee skadee skadee. Trying to think of what's... Oh, this is from Super Mario Kart. This is Donut Plains. I was playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe today for footage for a new video. And I remember the track in the game from Super Mario Kart, at least one of them. It's Donut Plains 3, I think. They did a really good job remaking it. The code's not working. Colin, are we just friends on the Switch? Because if it's not working, that explains a lot. Oh, it's just cows. Yeah, after this, I'm gonna see what's going on. So how are you guys feeling about Mario Kart World? Because I kept some of my opinions of the game just, like, to myself before the review. I didn't want to spoil the review. But now that the review's out, we can talk about anything about the game. Oh, maybe the code's just wrong. Yeah, I gotta fix that. I love the weather changes in this game. Treasure, but no game's worth $80. No game whatsoever. I think 70 was even pushing it, but with a generational increase in power and development costs getting more expensive, it's just like, alright, nobody likes paying more, but $70, that isn't too bad. It's only a $10 increase. But 80? This better be the only $80 game. And you know what's funny about it? I will say that Donkey Kong Bonanza has way more going for it. That game looks loaded with content. It's just overall just a more well thought out experience without it doesn't seem to have the same baffling design decisions that Mario Kart World does. But Mario Kart World's the game Nintendo saw as premium. To be real, Mario as a series will be fine. The health of the Donkey Kong series, if they pull that stunt with DK, that would just decrease a lot of hype for it. So I'm kind of glad that they chose Mario Kart, but at the same time, they should have never done it at all. Nintendo's the richest company in Japan, so there's no excuse for them to do it. They're not pressed for money. This isn't the Wii U era. This has got to be the most anticipated console release of all time. Xbox is done for, I think. I think with Xbox, what's going on with them is they want to become a platform, not so much like a dedicated game system. That's what they're trying to do. I think the days of, like, people going out to get an Xbox as their primary console, those days are over. The Xbox Series X is one of the biggest dust collectors that I have. Of course, it's probably going to be... Oh, it's just Nabbit. How would a Wario game be on the Nintendo Switch 2? WarioWare. They're clearly going to go for the mouse controls. That's probably what they're going to do. WarioWare clicked. It just makes sense. Or what they could do is they could do two of them. One of them focuses on the mouse controls, and then the other one is more focused on just regular gameplay. Because you saw that contrast with WarioWare Get It Together, and then also WarioWare Move It. So let's see what's wrong with the code. Oh, no wonder. The code was just wrong. Yeah, let me fix that. It's funny because I never got one wrong for Mario Kart 8. But Mario Kart World, the one with the short and sweet codes, I saw that It's 7MC. There we go. That ought to fix it. And I'll change the description too. Boom! There we go. Alright, let me just fix one more thing. We are good to go. Alright. So I'm just going to do a community post. And we're done. So let's see, do you need Switch Online? Yeah, you do need it. The only game where you don't need Nintendo Switch Online to play online that comes to my mind is Fortnite. You want to get the Kamek item? My favorite WarioWare character is Jimmy T. I mean, it makes sense because that's what Nintendo Switch Online is for. Nintendo made it specifically to charge you for online. They offer some perks, but we know the actual reason why they did it. Some Target locations are beginning to restock the Switch too, but store only for this week. I still think that the Nintendo Switch 2 shouldn't be too hard to get. Like, towards the beginning, I think most people who wanted a Switch 2 got them. And I will keep you guys updated if they're in stock at Walmart, because I have a partnership with HAL, and they let me know when it's going to be in stock, so it might be in stock the 25th. Regardless, I don't think that Nintendo is in the era of artificial scarcity anymore. They know all of us wanted a Switch 2, so they made sure to make enough. I'm giving away the J-So colorful case in the thumbnail. It's a Nintendo Switch 2 case, so by all means, enter the giveaway. I heard something about that. That's called bagging, where you don't boost at the start to hopefully get the best items. That's really useful in Knockout Tour, and also like when there are the pathways like this. It's a funny question. Jimmy T. Jimmy Neutron would just be pompous. So have any of you guys gone back to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe since the release of Mario Kart World? Because I did today, and I gotta say, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe still holds up really well. Sure, Mario Kart World has a better core gameplay, but there's so much more content in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. With the Booster Course Pass, it adds even more. Regardless of the quality, still, 96 tracks. It's crazy. Not me, probably just for battle mode. That would be the reason why I go back to it. I'm still not completely exhausted from the Booster Course Pass tracks, so might go back to those. They added a lot of great tracks to it, but also questionable ones. But hey, it was the right thing at the time. Instead of just making us wait even longer for Mario Kart World, we at least got something before the next generation. Boom! 9th place! You're playing as a cow, and your name is the Rizzler. I want to complete Mario Kart World before I go back to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Well, are you talking about like 100%ing it, or just clearing the Grand Prix? Stuff like that. Still, no Switch 2s, and CA, which is no surprise at all for such a big market state. Oh, you're talking about California. I thought it was Canada for a second. I haven't really played as the cow, but I did unlock Peepa, so why not? They better not charge for those. I could see tracks, like additional ones, being paid DLC, but the battle modes, I think those would just return for free. Still not a good thing, though. They really should have been there day one. Honestly, a Switch 2 would be a much better investment than any other next-gen console. Especially if you're a Nintendo fan, that's how you get all the exclusives, and even third-party games play really well on it. I was thinking about selling my Xbox Series X to get a Switch 2, but I didn't need to, fortunately. So I'm just seeing Dandelion Depths. You're going for 100%? Good luck. They don't give you a way to track the amount of P-Switch missions or Peach medallions that you need to collect. Again, baffling decisions from the game that's $80 and has been in the making for 8 years. I did get the Patrick Star game. I wonder if it's any good. Yeah, that's always an option. He does look like one of the Pac-Man ghosts. Not really so much the face, though, just the design. See, someone got Cataquack. Oops. Am I streaming Sonic Racing? Are you talking about when Crossworlds release? Am I going to be streaming that? Probably not frequently. If I do get it, I'll probably do a stream or two of it. No, I don't really have an interest in getting any Xbox products. I did have a Steam Deck for a little bit, but the main reason why I used it was just for emulation. And I got another handheld, the Retroid Pocket 5, and that did everything the Steam Deck did, but I just found it to be even better because it's more compact, it's more portable, and also the screen's even better. So I just decided, I don't need this anymore, and I sold it to Riders DX. It's been rehomed to a loving home. That's all that matters. It's a good system, just not really for me. I think a lot of people use their Steam Deck to play Nintendo games. Battle for Bikini Bottom was just bad on the Switch in general. I didn't think it was the worst experience I ever had, but it definitely was a little bit sloppy. We all know what my worst experience is on the Nintendo Switch. I won't dwell on it further. Oh, that was not a good idea. Sometimes it's hard to tell. I just got distracted there, though, because it was clearly a dark green. It's so weird playing some of these tracks, like, different times in the day. Like, seeing Wario Stadium in broad daylight and DK Spaceport in broad daylight. It's pretty funny. We need Kablooey. Have you played Kablooey on your Switch 2 yet? That's really the only reason why you should be playing it. Which game is better, Pac-Man World Rally or Crash Tag Team Racing? I haven't played either of those enough to really form an opinion of them, but I did enjoy what I played of both. Are those good games, Colin, or are they bad games? I gotta love the Game & Watch Donkey Kong references here. That is so cool. You would just expect this to reference the arcade game, but the Donkey Kong Game & Watch is also a very important part of gaming history. I wanted Nabbit in Mario Kart for so long. And I'm glad he's finally in a game that's not Mario Kart Tour. So let's do a round of Knockout Tour. There are tons of micro SD card, express cards, and retailers and never sold out. Do you go to Walmart at all? Because they have the on-brand one. I think that's the best one you can get because it's only around $60. And it's 512 gigs. I think that most of them go for 90 to 100. So it's definitely a good option. No save data is stored on the SD card either. At least I think. So if you were worried about it corrupting or anything, one, you don't gotta worry about that. And two, even if it did, none of your saves will be deleted. You'll just have to reinstall the games. Dylan's Willing Western is something I want to check out at some point. Let me guess, you've been enjoying all of the Nintendo 3DS hidden gems with the magic wonders of 8-Shop. About to jump in a match with you guys? Your son wants to play? Oh, that's cool! I think that is the first time that there has been father-son bonding on one of my streams. That is cool, though. How are you guys enjoying the game? Save data is stored in the hardware, but updates and DLC are stored on the SD card. Oh, that makes sense. Regardless, you don't have to worry with the on cards. They're really good. I don't buy a lot of digital games anyway. If there's an option for physical, I will get that. Although, did you guys hear the news about the game key cards? They're backfiring. They're not doing well. Third parties reported lower than expected sales, even below the lowest estimate. I think that's all attributed to game key cards, because there are a few games that I thought, hey, maybe I want to get this, like Sonic X Shadow, Puyo Puyo Tetris 2S, but then I see the game key card, I'm like, nope, not doing that. Whatever game has the game key card sticker on it, that is like the stank you want to avoid. I only get real physical too. I think the most I got was like these download codes in the box. All of it's just a huge waste of plastic. I think realistically speaking, Mario Kart being $80, some people are going to splurge and get it. I don't know how well it will sell because everyone's getting it with the bundle, but regardless, I do think that we'll just have to wait and see with that. But game key cards, I don't see those lasting. There's been so much controversy about them, rightfully so, and people don't like the idea of not owning their actual physical games. So I have a good feeling that they're gonna backfire. We already saw a glimpse of it. With Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, that's all in the cartridge. It's a Nintendo Switch 2 Edition game. So I believe what you can do is you can upgrade the Switch one. I'm not sure if it's going to be paid or if it's going to be free upgrade. Probably paid. The giveaway is for the JSO Slim Colorful Case. It's a case for your Nintendo Switch 2. And it is a very high quality case. Has the signature blue and orange color scheme. Gotta love it. Yeah, I don't think physical gaming is going anywhere. That's part of the charm of Nintendo. Everyone just loves that you can get the game, put it in, no need for updates or anything like that usually. Some games will have a day one update, but they rarely take long to upgrade at all. You're playing within 5 minutes. That is great. Switch 1 users dislike Switch 2 for a reason similar to how Wii U users dislike the Switch 1. I don't think that most Wii U users would dislike the Switch. I made jokes about it saying the Wii U is better, but really, it's not. Some aspects were better, but overall, Switch has better games, a better gimmick. Pretty much everything going for it. No Roy, no purchase 2, Electric Boogaloo. Soshi's a man of his word. When he says he's not getting a Switch 2 unless... Oh, please get Fishbones. That would be amazing. I doubt it, though. And now, we're in the final stretch to unlock 2 more characters. Soshi, once the Koopalings are added in, are you gonna get the Switch too? I believe that the starter kit does, but the case itself might not. With the case, though, you are getting a good amount of protection. A screen protector is really good just for, like, docked. JSO also makes screen protectors, so definitely check those out. I still don't know what the full purpose of the coin shell is. Soshi, we like the gold shells to be hybrids of red shells and bombs. That's how the gold shell is supposed to be. Not this! Ultra Instinct Roy will go crazy. All you gotta do is be subscribed and just leave a comment once the stream ends. That's all you gotta do. I prefer gold shells being nothing more than reskin green shells. I didn't even know that was in the original Mario Kart Arcade Grand Prix. What was the point of it? Was it like a special item for obtaining all of them? Or was it like multiplayer exclusive? Elaborate. Not using the D-pad for steering is a downgrade? How? I don't understand that. I don't know why you would use a D-pad for steering unless that's the only option. It can work okay like it did in Mario Kart DS, but I wouldn't use it for another game. It was exclusive to versions of the game without Mario Kart functionality. Yeah, but what exactly does it do? That's what I'm wondering. And even then, it was only in Rainbow Downhill 4. So this is the only one exclusive to the arcade game, because if I'm playing it on Nintendo, if I disabled the Mario Kart functionality, would I be able to get it? Competitive Mario Kart Wii requires a lot of specific inputs. I can only imagine how competitive's gonna go for this game. It's gonna be wild. It already is! Look at all the crazy shortcuts people are pulling off. There is a chaos aspect of this, though, which it's even more chaotic than Mario Kart Wii. I didn't even think that was possible. Thank you, VIP! One of those better be Pinocchio A True Story, Monty the Gold. I mean, it would be nice to have the option. That's another thing about Mario Kart World. This game's just allergic to having options. I went back to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and there are just so many different options. Especially with the custom items. You don't really have that luxury in Mario Kart World. Maybe. The Mario Kart World review is doing really well, so it is possible. Well, eventually I'm sure you're going to get the game. Thank you, Chantel. Mario Kart Wii, I'm the most chaotic game. Mario Kart World, hold my beer. All of it is attributed to 24 players. That's why it's so crazy. When I've played rounds with less than 24 players, it's not too bad. Really, there has to be an option for it. Demeech, when can I be on my own? I got the whole Mario Kart world to see. Yeah, that never gets old. You're no ordinary gamer. Yes, you're a man of your word. Look, it's fine if someone says don't buy a Switch too. They just gotta stick to it. I feel like a lot of the Nintendo Switch 2 channels, like, well, not specifically Nintendo channels, but just channels covering it. I feel like a lot of the time it's just grasping for straws for things to complain about. I mean, people have said I've done that. But when I talk about a game, it's due to sheer passion. If a game's bad, I'll just say it how it is. But I feel like a lot of these are just grasping for straws. Like, oh, Donkey Kong Bonanza doesn't look next-gen enough, or just stuff like that. Or it was bad Nintendo had 2 directs in a row. Yeah, like 2 cakes is a bad thing unless you're trying to avoid diabetes. I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. That song led to my downfall. Remember, don't sing when you're playing Knockout Tour. Oh, Matt. Easily Matt. Nintendo Music? Are we talking about the app? I've kind of talked about it a little bit. It's not something that really interests me. Yeah, that was caused by Nintendo just saying that, or in Europe, some of the prices are different for physical games, so that's how the 90 thing started. Minecraft Steve was the lamest inclusion in Smash Ultimate? Really? I thought that was one of the more exciting ones. And a world with Byleth? We'll play some regular races now. Maybe some battle mode, although it's not very good. Do you know if Nintendo... Yeah, they said that they are doing variable pricing and they think Mario Kart World is worth the $80 due to value. Just all corporate mumbo-jumbo. That's really all it resorts to. Is there an explanation why the orange ghost in Pac-Man is named... Or it was named Clyde, then Sue, then Tim? Did they ever explain that, or that's a mystery? Like, it is funny just how they all have rhyming names. Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and then there's Clyde. I don't know which third-party game I'll get for a game keycard, but I have at least one physical game and one game keycard. I'll probably wait for another Sonic game to probably get that. Well, we know that Sonic Racing Cross Worlds is not on a game keycard, which is good news. Oh, Sue ended up being a purple ghost in the cartoon. We gotta ask the developers what is with the name change. Either it's a name change, or Sue and Tim and Clyde are just different. None of those are even close to the best Pac-Man ghost. Kinky is the best Pac-Man ghost. So the way game keycards work are, it's essentially a download code, but instead of inputting a code, you put in the cartridge. Then you get the key to download the game. The key can also be used in your friend's Nintendo Switch too, but the game keycard has to be inserted at all times. So it's really pointless. And a huge waste of plastic. If I were Nintendo, I would just use the plastic for more meaningful things like balloonies. I just say don't buy the game keycards. It has all the inconveniences of digital and physical and none of the benefits outside of, yeah, you can resell it. That's it. But even then, I think the resale market might be tricky because nobody wants game keycards. Except for cheap developers. Mr. Krabs would probably like the game keycards. His name's actually Kinky. If you played the English version of Pac-Man arrangement, that's his name. I'm surprised they brought back Choco Mountain. We got it in the Booster Course Pass, but it's a lot better here. Outside of that Morton Construction reference, if you're gonna reference the Koopalings, they gotta be in the game. Yeah, Rodmar Sim, it was just a way for developers to have games be cheaper for them to manufacture. Oh, you saw Bloonies at the grocery store you work at? That's where I always see them too. I don't think I've seen them in regular stores. Like, I haven't seen them at, like, a Walmart or anything. I always see them at the grocery store. No Roy, no purchase. Good day, Mucho Gamer. So far, we've been streaming for 35 minutes. Who's going to be the first to super chat tonight? There's also an issue that the only cards for Switch 2 are only the game key cards or expensive 64 gig cards, pricing indies out of a physical release. Nintendo has to do something to fix that. It was just a bad idea overall with the game key cards because what it led to is a lot of misinformation. People think that all Nintendo Switch 2 games are game key cards. I've seen people say they don't want to get Mario Kart because the game's not on the actual cartridge. All of it, I get the idea behind it. A game key card, the only reason why that would ever really work is if it was like, okay, part of the game's on the game key card, but it's just too big for the cartridge, so the rest has to be downloaded. Something like if there was GTA 6 on the Switch 2, that would work there. I could see it. I prefer all the game to be on the cartridge. But yeah, it's bad. Joshy was doing that, Soshi. He's like, yeah, let him die. I say let it die. Let it die, let it... No singing. We already have that Donkey Kong Bonanza amiibo. That's merchandise. I'm not sure if it counts, but the Nintendo store has this Donkey Kong shirt that's yellow. And he has the faux fur. I got that shirt when I was at Nintendo New York. Rodmar Sim, are you going to too many games this weekend? I thought about going, but I ended up deciding not to. Just had a lot of videos to work on this year, so it just didn't work out. But Riders DX will be there. So feel free to say hi to him if you see him there. Joshy's greedy? Oh, you're referencing O'Hare. Like, what's greedy about Joshy? Respect your parents, follow your dreams. This is a track right here that has really cool theming, but just not the best layout. That and Cheap Cheap Falls are some of the few of them I'm just not too crazy about, although they're still good. Outside of some of the retro tracks, I don't think that any of the tracks here are stinkers. Yet again, most weren't in Mario Kart 8, the original one. We could talk about the Booster Course Pass all day, though. The Koopalings seem like they would sing nice is good, mean is bad. They seem like the kind who would sing that. I don't think Peach Stadium is as strong as something like Mario Circuit in Mario Kart 7, where that takes place in Peach's castle. I still enjoy it, though. It does feel like Ice Ice Outpost. I definitely got that vibe from it. A combination of Rosalina's Ice World and Ice Ice Outpost. Reminds me of Ulsa. Soshi, do you remember the Ulsa meme? Do not hold on to it. Now this is a visual effect you could not have on the original Nintendo Switch. There are a lot of moments like that in Mario Kart World where I see these visual effects that just completely blow me away. And they say graphics don't matter. Yes, Mario Kart World looks a lot better than Mario Kart 8. When I first played it at the Nintendo Switch 2 experience, it was split screen. So in my first impressions video, I didn't really get a general idea of how beautiful the game looks. And when I did get something full screen, it was Desert Hills. But actually seeing the grand scope of the game, it is just stunning. I'm going to bring that up in the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe versus Mario Kart World Trash or Treasure Battle Royale. Or as I'm calling it, Mario Kart World, or Mario Kart Origins Knockout Tour. So with that being said, I think that both are incredible looking games. But I will say, I do prefer Mario Kart World's more cartoony, playful art style. Which is interesting because at first I didn't think I would. That's another thing, whenever I review games, I'll always just say how I feel, even if it contradicts my first impressions. My review of Paper Mario the Origami King was a perfect example of that. So, yeah. Even if I'm wrong the first time, or my first impressions don't correlate with my final impressions of a game, I'll let you guys know. I wish that certain games would be way better than I expected, but oftentimes, I've just been reviewing games for so long that it's pretty easy for me to tell if there's going to be something iffy about it or just something that I won't like. Just like how I'll know if I'll love a game. I know I'm going to have an amazing time with Donkey Kong Bonanza. If you guys want to play it, a lot of stores have the Switch 2 kiosks. So by all means, check it out. Now, sometimes they only have it in handheld mode. When I went to Target to replay it, it was only in handheld. I'm thinking about making another video about it, just talking about some of the new mechanics. It's pretty much identical to the demo at the Nintendo Switch 2 experience, so in order to make a new video about it, be a bit shorter, just going over the Kong Bonanza, the new bonus rooms I went in, and also the skill tree. So there is new stuff to talk about, it's just not going to be as lengthy. Yeah, I don't get why people think it's fine that free roam's just like a playground with no direction. Sure, it's fun, but just imagine how much more fun it would be with the story. Yeah, bring back the Koopalings. The giveaway is for the JSO Nintendo Switch 2 case. So if you need a case for your Nintendo Switch 2, now is a chance to win one. It's also just cool how the snow gets on the characters. Once the stream ends, just leave a comment on the stream itself, and I'll use Comment Picker to randomly choose the winner. I think we're going to wrap things up soon. We're going to do a final knockout tour. But yeah, these races right now, going to be wrapping things up soon. I got to finish up getting footage of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, so I'm looking forward to that. But I also just wanted to stream a little bit tonight. Yeah, they can't revoke something as earth-shattering as that. Just better video editing, being able to get better footage, stuff like that. And also playing some games, emulation, all the works. Because I've been using the same laptop since 2020. Works okay, but still. Alright, we're going to do a final knockout tour. For Knockout Tour, gonna be playing as, let's see who would be a cool character. Want some... Bees aren't meant to drive! That said everything right there. What is my favorite non-Pac-Man Namco arcade game? I would say Galaga, but I played Gaplus. That's even more fun. At too many games, they had Gaplus, but they call it Galaga 3. Yeah, maybe, thanks. That reference doesn't get old, Soshi, does it? But remember, bees are not meant to drive. I do enjoy Mega Man. Mega Man is really fun, very challenging. I'm not sure if I beat Mega Man 11, but I did have a lot of fun with it. I Almost beat Mega Man 2, though. Which bee is less meant to drive? Sting Bee or Honey Queen? You'll wait for a game key card for a game you're interested in, love? I wouldn't even say it's worth getting. One thing I'm surprised about is that all the Hammer Brother variations aren't playable. It's literally just a palette swap. They could have definitely included that. Although there would be some animations, like for Boomerang Brother, having him hold the boomerang, like in one of the trick animations. Where can I play Mega Man 9 on a modern platform? Is it on the Switch? Kev, good to see ya! We're actually wrapping things up with this Knockout Tour, but there will be plenty more streams throughout the summer. Sting Bee because he's not royalty? What's wrong with being royalty? I'm getting F-Zero vibes just looking at the sky and seeing the rain. Which Legacy collection is it in? Oh, the songs are the worst. Yeah, don't worry about it. Definitely a more casual stream. Gotta say, the flying sections are just so much fun. Doing all the barrel rolls and stuff, it definitely helps. Oh no! Legacy Collection 2 unfortunately came in a download code in 1 and 2. Thanks for the info. Honey Queen's just such a funny character. His name's Roy, not Bully. I'm not calling him the Super Mario Bros. 3 cartoon names. You know, all jokes aside, I really am hoping that they announce a roadmap for Mario Kart World soon. Oh, what did Kamek turn everyone into? Oh, looks like Hammer Brothers. Not too bummed out about that. Glad you love it. It definitely is a good time. It's one of those games that even if I have my criticisms with it, I'm always going to play it. New Super Mario Bros. 2 is another prime example of that. Roy Bully Koopa. Oh, please, someone summon Kamek here. I've been trying to get fish bones. Oh! Okay, what just happened? Did they turn into fish bones? It doesn't look like it. No, just a bunch of Cheep Cheeps. The chat box? Oh. Oh, box. Just an OBS overlay. I forget exactly what it's called, but you use a custom... I think, like, it's called CSS. Oh, that is the most frustrating thing. When you try to get a character... At least they didn't turn into fish bones and I didn't get them. I might just try grinding. That could work. I don't know. It hasn't worked for me yet. Has it worked for anyone? Where you do the split screen method. Thank you, Shane. Thank you, Soshi. I love the Pac-Man hat too. It's not the only one I have either. This one's just even cooler. They learned the wrong lessons from Tor. We don't want gacha to unlock characters. There's definitely Tor influence in this game. Some ways good, like the costume, other ways just bad. I can't wait for Luigi's Mansion on Nintendo Switch Online. I can't wait for more GameCube games. The giveaway is for a Nintendo Switch 2 case. One thing I love about Mario Kart World is that when you fall, you lose your items. It really brings more challenge to the game. Very happy to see it. GameCube has a really good library. I think most of Nintendo's IPs got represented on it in one way or another. I mean, we got F-Zero, we got Star Fox. The Donkey Kong games were definitely odd, but Donkey Kong was still there. A lot of their series started on the GameCube. Pikmin, Animal Crossing... Well, that did start on the Nintendo 64. But for an international release, it was the GameCube. That'd be really cool if it was. I'm not sure how far they're going to go like third-party games. We did get Soul Calibur, but that was also a collaboration game in a way, because Link's in it. I wonder if that means we'll get the EA games that have the Mario characters, like NBA Streets V3. When you see that, when you see Mario and friends play basketball with realistic basketball players, it's surreal. Not necessarily in a good way either, it's just for the memes. F-Zero GX is my favorite GameCube game. Definitely worth checking out. SSX is much better. Oh, it's SSX. Snowboarding's just a little more fun gameplay-wise. Although, I do wonder, will they ever do another Mario Basketball? I think it's just Stream Elements or something like that. Yeah, I just stream within OBS. Now, in Mario Kart World, you can change the direction of the tricks by using the analog stick. Could you do the same thing in Mario Kart 8? I think you can. I didn't realize it until after playing World, though. Is that where it originated from? I don't think you could do that in Mario Kart 7 or Mario Kart Wii. Oh, those are just hermit cones. Whoa, what just happened there? Damn! No, that was... I might have been able to win that if it wasn't for that. Alright guys, thank you for joining the stream. Make sure to comment below and be subscribed to enter the giveaway, and I will announce a winner tomorrow. But anyways guys, thanks for watching, and